Today was a great day, got a sick chest pump, but let's go back to where it all began. Welcome to my day in the life as a bodybuilder, influencer, and student. I woke up at 8 a.m. today, got about 8 hours of sleep because sleep is anabolic. And of course, gotta start the day with a quick physique check. No pump, okay lighting, feeling pretty good. Here's my morning thought and reflection I have every day. As soon as I wake up, I'm not checking my phone. I don't want to immediately flood my brain with dopamine and news and information. And I know that if I start scrolling in bed, I'm going to get super comfortable, lose track of time, go down a rabbit hole, and next thing I know, lose a few hours. And that just starts your day off horribly. Instead, I reflect on how grateful I am to wake up with another day of life. Every day is a blessing, and you need to take time to remember that. I reflect on the fact that I get to work out today, I get to study today, I get to have all of these challenges today that make me better. I can get better today, and I can make someone else's day better. This is a really exciting opportunity that we all take for granted. Take time in the morning to reflect on how grateful you are to have all these challenges. And then number two, I'm reflecting on what do I want to get done today? How can I get better mentally, physically, and spiritually today? What tasks do I need to get done? And for me, that's some studying, making some videos, hitting the gym, sticking to my diet, and hanging with my friends. And of course, prayer. What a blessing it is. I'm so excited for today. Let's get after it. I used to roll my eyes at the importance of making your bed, and I still think it's a little bit overrated, but I also think you should definitely do it to start off the day right. And you don't have to do it perfectly. This is my finished product. Let's crack a grill line and get to work. Cheers. I love to drink coffee when it's busy work, things I'm not really focused on, and then energy drinks when it's something I really want to dial in on. So first I'm going to dial in on some editing. A huge piece of advice I have is do your hardest task first. This is the best way possible to start your day. You get it out of the way, and now everything on your to-do list looks so easy in comparison. You can dread your hardest tasks and let them loom over you, or you can get them done and be ready to conquer the day. Now that I've edited, made a video, and responded to comments, it's time to get into my fit. It's time for breakfast, and if you've ever been on a cut trying to lose weight, you know how exciting each meal is. My breakfast is 4 eggs and some non-fat Greek yogurt. The eggs are for protein, fat, and micronutrients. The yogurt is just for pure protein. Your breakfast should be high protein, some fat, and low carb. Now I'm off to class. I only have one class today, and luckily it's in this beautiful building. I'm a psych major, so today I'm going to social psych. I always get some comments making fun of me for studying psych, but I actually love it. It's what I'm passionate about. I fully believe people are way more capable than they realize. They just need the right mentality, and that's what I get to learn in psych. Plus, it's helpful. If you know psych, you know people, and if you know people, you know a lot of the world. So I study it so I can master my mind and help other people master theirs. Anyways, now I'm back to my dorm and back into a comfy fit so I can lock in on some study. I'm drinking black coffee with not 1, not 2, but 7 packs of sweetener. 0 sugar, of course. In the middle of the day, I like to just go over my classes and make sure I'm on top of everything. Now it's time for lunch. I have a strong opinion that you should stop eating in front of screen. Allow yourself to be fully present for a second, either with your own thoughts enjoying the meal, or even better with a friend, which is what I'm doing today. Here's my bro's plate. Then I realized I had some more calories to spare, so I went back for turkey, and a banana for my pre-workout snack later. It's just so rare to be away from screens, and I think meals are a perfect time for that. Notice I had some guac. Every single day on the cut, I have avocado. While you get shredded, your hormones may get messed up, and to prevent that, you have to have healthy fats. I also put mustard on everything since it's 0 calories. I've done a ton of studying and work today, so it's time to reward myself with a great lift. Before the lift, I had my banana, my honey, and my pre-workout. It was push day hitting chest, triceps, front delts, and side delts. I've posted all of my routines in one video, so feel free to check that out. And I'll be posting some gym vlogs soon where I give fitness tips and talk about life. Once I get back from the gym, I of course take my protein powder. And I crush another energy drink to do some schoolwork. And now I'm going to dinner. For dinner, as with almost every meal on the cut, it's high protein, low calorie, and a lot of mustard, along with a little bit of rice because it's good to get some carbs in after your lift to restore your glycogen. Now it's time for a super important part of the day. I always end the day with some prayer with my friends. And we just talk about life and chop it up. A hot take I have is that you should always prioritize your relationships over your goals. Once I get back to my dorm, as always, I have a protein shake right before bed. Here's a quick physique check post-shower because obviously every time you're in front of a mirror, you have to flex a little bit. Take time to appreciate and be proud of what you're building. And now I'm going to give you my nightly thought routine and my favorite reflection. You have to fully believe that your future self has already achieved this achievement. They've already achieved this goal, and that's why you want it so bad. You need to believe in yourself to that extent. This dream life you're imagining, it's not an if, it's a when. You just need to take the steps every day to get there. So take time to envision it and get excited, because it's going to happen. And I do have one last thing I do every time right before I go to bed. After I pray and reflect on the day, thinking about how did I get better mentally, physically, and spiritually, am I better than I was yesterday? If yes, I take a second to be proud of myself and think about how I can recreate that tomorrow. And if not, I think about what went wrong. But after that prayer and reflection, as I'm falling asleep, the last thing I do is I envision my future success. I did this for 6 years straight as I worked to get into Harvard. I've done this when I'm working to level up my physique, to build my platform, any goal I've done. I imagine that moment of making my loved ones proud, of the people I can positively impact and inspire by hitting this goal. I imagine how great it's going to feel for my future self to look back on where I am right now, sacrificing and struggling. And I imagine how great it's going to feel to know all of that sacrifice was worth it. Working through all of that doubt, stress, fear that it wouldn't work, that all of my work would be for nothing, knowing it all worked out, that it all paid off. I imagine my future self sitting down in success, looking back proud of me. And this just grounds you in your goal and reminds you of what you're working towards, who you're trying to inspire, who you're trying to impact, what you're trying to do, why it's all going to be worth it. And I'm able to fall asleep in such a peaceful, good mood. And I wake up the next day rejuvenated and ready to get back to it. Besides lifting and time with my friends, it's probably my favorite time of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Comment any questions you have, anything you want to see next, and I'll be happy to reply to all comments. Much love and stay locked in.